fart call. SaidFaction, when Nas are what we're all about. Matty rides a hot dog and Stevie's got his pickle out. Cars gone missing, that shit's a mystery. Stevie ain't talking, it's a fucking tragedy. SaidFaction, where the smoothest action won. The chat's gone crazy, but we're still having stupid fun. The stream's about to start now. You know what to do. Get your ass in here. It's not the same without every fucking one of you.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, what up?
Right before going live, what'd you do to yourself, Stevie?
I sat into my own fart. I came face to face with my own stink, and it was a proper stink. I farted into the microphone, which is right here, and then I sat down, and I told them it was a dense one, and so it was kind of hovering, and I kind of came face to face with it. Just a little.
What up, El Cap?
You played yourself, kid.
About a quarter. You know, as I've said, I think I have an affinity for doing things to my own face, you know?
Yeah. Give yourself the cue ball treatment.
Give myself pink eye. Hope everybody's having it. Panic hits a Cheeto. Oh, what up, dude?
Oh, Kathleen. Oh. Contraire. I thought about putting it on before we started, but I wanted the unveiling to happen all together. Also, hello, everyone.
I just love that I have an email when I opened it. It just said, "Fart boner has been delivered."
Instead of the
Like,
presidential,
yes.
the eagle has landed instead of fart boner has landed.
Oh.
But let's check this out. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Oh, dude.
It's so nice.
I think it's more awesome in person than even on the website.
This might be one of the best things ever.
Well, I gotta put it on right now.
Help with gadgets, YouTube music portal, Dr. Drew, Troy the Tree Stabber, Dylan Mallory, Fibbit a Bit, Lancelot Leather, Javon,
There we go.
All Might, Neil McKenzie, Coil. How's everybody doing? Neil's wearing his fart boner.
Joe, I was thinking about you earlier. How's your hand doing, man?
He hasn't dunked it in pudding yet, so it ain't getting better.
Nice.
Oh, man.
And Kathleen will be wearing one.
If that ain't metal, then Carl is alive. Oh, man.
Stand up. I learned from Stevie, though, how not to do that.
Waylon is all like, hey, you guys need to hurry up and start. You guys need to hurry up and start. Hurry up and start. I'm just going to be lurking.
There you go.
You needy mofo.
No, you don't get to lurk, man. If you lurk, somebody's going to kick you.
There's Demon Orc. Orc.
Hey, what's going
No,
on?
Kathleen, I gotta get it. I've been slacking with as much as going on. I gotta get yours ordered. Actually, do I have your address?
I'm just gonna have it say fart the whole live.
If you've ordered from the round table, I can get your address. If not, why don't you just email me to be safe, Kathleen? SaidStevie@gmail.com.
Yep.
They're not going to say anything. That's one of those shirts that you see a guy wearing that shirt and you just don't say anything to him.
Yep.
That's a man living his life.
Unless
Right
the
here.
best thing is when you see a shirt brother. You ever ran into someone and you're wearing the same shirt as them?
I hope one day I run into another fart boner. Brian.
Hey, what
What
up,
up,
Brian?
Brian? There's two type of people that are going to wear that shirt. People that are like, hell yeah, this is the most ridiculous thing ever. I have to wear it. And then the people that get it because they're like, fuck, yes, fart boner, bro.
Good night, Dylan.
Yes, good night, Dylan. Waylon, if you're lurking, have a good lurk.
I got it, Kathleen.
Ron Crow. Ron. Wes.
What is up, Ron Crow?
Oh, Demonok, thank you for letting me know. All right.
This came in the mail, and it was a
Wes is here.
Captain Hot Dog, which I found out was from Brian. I'm gonna open it.
Hold on.
The He-Man Fart Boner Club. Except girls are allowed because Kathleen is she's president of the Fart Boners. Oh heck yes!
Kathleen, you have been dubbed.
Although Brian, I don't know what this has to do with hot dogs. Good night, Tommy. I mean, not hot dogs, frogs.
Oh, no way.
It's a hot dog ballad song.
What the hell?
How do you do it?
Oh, I'm the last person to ask.
I used to try to practice with my Baron son. And there's two of them.
Oh, dang. Okay, now you got to practice, and now you got to get good.
Exactly, Wes.
Blade 2026, Matty's entering the Bally competition with his dual-wielding hot dog Ballies, man. I'm there for it.
Shit. Wow.
This is awesome. Brian. This is
If
awesome.
you don't okay, I just got to say this. That was truly awesome. BEDC. Shout out BEDC.
Yeah.
If you don't wield these responsibly and legitimately take some time to watch some tutorials and be able to at least do a couple of tricks, two-handed tricks, it's all for nothing, bro.
No, I fully plan on learning.
If you can't make a short spreading mustard on a sandwich with doing at least, it doesn't have to be some crazy Squid Industry Lucas type shit. Just something basic. And then, is it a false edge?
Yeah, they're plastic.
Oh, they're plastic. Okay.
But
Still,
They're
you
still
can make
got
a sandwich
that.
with those. You can spread some mustard with those.
The
I think
mustard
that
spread.
should be the goal. I think you want to help your channel grow, Matty. You've been saying, I do want to grow the channel. I think you drop everything. You're going to start a new series of reviewing all the knives that you've gotten over the years. I think you should pump the brakes on that and start becoming a master of the bollies. Damn it, did I freeze?
No, I think he froze.
Oh, okay. Don't you guys agree? And
Yeah.
like this isn't. I'm not like trying to put Matty like on the spot. I think this is an achievable goal for Matty.
I think
There's
Matty,
there's enough tutorials out there, and he can make videos of himself doing it along the way, and gain subscribers during his journey.
he could call the series the Kosher Bally.
Training to be a Bally master.
Yeah, man.
Can Mattisfaction become a Bally master?
What do you guys
I
in the
think,
chat think?
Oh yeah, he out. But I think that would be cool to do. I also realized as I look up on camera at myself, I'm outside. It's so nice out, and I got the house to myself right now. Just kind of set up on the back porch, but I'm using the mount that I usually use for top down instead of just having my camera affixed to my laptop. So it's at a different angle. So I feel like the camera's up here, but my eyes are down here. You know what I mean? So
There we go.
all right, Matty.
Well,
I don't know if you caught what I was trying to say, but I think that you want to grow your channel. Why don't you start a training to be a Bali master with these two, with a specific goal to be able to make a badass sandwich using your hot dog knives, incorporating that into a series of watch me grow and experience. And I don't think that this is an unobtainable goal. I think that you're smart enough. I think you got the Moxie kid, and that you could, yo, what up, Marty? I think that if you gave it a little bit of a dedication, but like, I want to see like a video, like you like tying on a headband, putting on maybe the hander pants, and then just trying to, and be honest, do like a blog series along the way of like talking about. I got the whole story in my head right now, man.
talk about it because I like this idea, and I can wear the fart boner shirt.
You could wear whatever you want. I think that this is a story that is as old as time. I think it's something that people can share. I think that you could make shorts and reels out of your videos. How a lot, like, for example, how Bob DeMarco does things? Bob DeMarco makes a video and then he'll release like 3 or 4 shorts. You got to figure out how to edit them into like good shorts, though. That he takes clips from those, get those shorts to go viral. I think that we will all share this stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Or not. I don't want to put a bunch of pressure on you, like Kathleen said.
No, I think it's. I've been looking for ideas.
This
And I
could-
like this one.
It's not like you have to do it every day. Still do it at your leisure. If it's once a week, if it's once a month, okay. Don't put pressure on yourself.
People tune into good content, not the
I
free
like Josephus.
content.
And
Right.
see, this will let me.
Let it be goofy, but also be serious. Like, what if through the other side, with just a little bit of practice, you go from this, cut away to this, to boom, 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 boom. You're taking down all the ingredients to make yourself a nice, awesome sandwich that you eventually just.
Try. I think so.
Yes.
It's your Karate Kid arc, man.
Something, man. I just think that, am I full on feeling it tonight? I sure am. Is this as good as the fart boner challenge? I don't know, but
Nothing's
I feel
as good as Kathleen wearing this.
like in my mind, I think that like this could be epic.
YouTube.
It could also start inspiring other people to start their journey and make it like a whole freaking movement, man.
YouTube
And
music.
then at Blade Show, like Sharif said, let's say Blade Show, it'll grow so big that at one of the Blade shows, they're going to have a sub contest within the Bali for hot dog wiener Ballies only.
And you know, with the popularity of these, it's only a matter of time.
Who can wield the mightiest wiener?
Hey, man, you get to that point, maybe I'll make you a prototype wiener Bally.
I liked Brian and One Moon's idea, keeping it kosher with the mustard warrior.
Dude, YouTube, YouTube Music Portal had a really good one. Hot dogging with Mattisfaction.
Hot dogging with Matt. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Are there any? Do we have any original music content creators out there that could put together? And we need. All right.
Did you just ask if we have original music creators?
If we're going to,
right?
Notice how it's we now. It's not if Maddie.
Oh, this is a team effort right here.
We can get someone. I know Backpack B is really busy these days. I don't have the editing skills, but we need to be able to put together like a montage at some point. Mother effing montage. But we should try to make this into a big series. What if we could get it picked up by Netflix?
Now you're on one for sure.
The way of the wiener warrior.
This could go viral, and before you know it, Maddie's got his own camera crew following him around for a mockumentary or a docu-series on Netflix. Or maybe it's maybe it's just for an online something or other, but the movie. The movie. Cole's thinking even bigger, man.
Channing Tatum is Maddie, the mustard warrior.
Oh man. See, this really is the brain trust. The collaborative. Oh boy.
Oh, it's so good.
See, you're a genius, is what I'm trying to say. And I think, this has to be a there's got to be like at the ending, or we have BEDC be the narrator, like the overdubber on some of the stuff.
Oh yeah, for the documentary, absolutely.
But, yeah, he's gonna need his own credit in it somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, he really is the seed from which the idea grew. So, and
Paul, you're going to bed. Good night. That's why you're not Friday material.
Deuces, Paul. Tomorrow is Peter snipping day.
Good night.
Tomorrow
Paul.
he puts all the holes in things.
ooh, enjoy that, Paul.
You can see the turning in his head.
No, B, you definitely need some sort of a credit on screen.
Yes. If
You get an IMDb credit. You're gonna be you get an IMDb credit no matter what, B.
And in the movie that they make on this, it'll be like Brian, like as an ancient samurai warrior, just handing them over. He unfolds a cloth, like he's giving a katana, but it's 2 hot dog bally songs. Dragons come soaring from around him.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, that's big picture stuff. Meantime, you clear your knife
Ooh.
content filming for a bit, but that can go on hold.
True.
It's this that you need to focus on.
You know, you could literally just do a series of shorts of you practicing, like one trick every single short. You can be like, oh yeah, hey, I saw this trick. I think it's cool. And I'm going to try and learn it in this short. And then you just kind of like chop up you filming, with like a...
Hold on. What we're not, what chapter hasn't written itself yet? Where Maddie's trying and fails at this, right?
Yeah.
But somewhere along the way, an old retired ballet master has been watching and decides to come out of retirement to mentor Maddie.
Yes.
And bring him to the next level. And then, face your sensei. Have a moment where he'll have to have his a wax on, wax off moment,
Yes.
He'll have to have his paint the fence moment.
A montage of all of that with Push It to the Limit in the background.
Push it to the limit. Sweep the boner. Yes.
Gareth, my South American brother.
What up, Gareth? What up, Chef?
What? Go back. Rocky.
Oh, Marty.
This is one of those random.
Eclectic. Marty, that is true. Yeah. Retired balling guy is like 25.
Oh yeah, cuts him in the montage, getting stitches. My plastic ballad songs.
That moment where you're, you have an injury. Cut to you're in the hospital, and doc, just tell me, am I ever going to be able to flip my wiener ever again? It's too soon.
Not looking good.
Son. And then the cutaway, the long pan onto Maddie's face as he's just staring up, not knowing where his fate. But then Katie comes in. Katie's, the woman that has been supporting him this whole time. And Katie comes in and gives him an inspirational speech.
Because she was there before he got famous.
Gives him an inspirational speech, and then she leaves. And then later that night, he gets his late night hospital snacks, some Jello and an apple juice, and he's trying to get back at it. And the janitor just happens to be working late that night, is like walking by, the door is open, and he's mopping, and he stops by, and it's old man Jenkins, and comes in and also gives another inspirational speech.
It turns out he was an old ballet master that just almost made it, but at the end he just couldn't cut it. So now he has to live vicariously through me.
Yes. See? Somebody remember writing this down, because I'm going to forget it in 5 minutes, man.
We'll just keep replaying this part of the live. We'll take notes.
I'm going to forget this in like 5 minutes.
God. And I'm picturing shots of the montage where I'm doing like flips, and it's like me getting ready to run, and then it turns into like Bruce Lee or someone doing the tricks for me.
Or like in Hot Rod, where he's like, I need to go fight dance. And it's full on like Footloose, where he's smoking and drinking, dancing in the forest, doing flips. Oh man, yes, it has to have. See, there's so much that we can do with this.
Oh man,
who the hell is going to be your stunt double?
If you grill it, they will come.
I mean, hell, when we get the big studios to buy in, I'm sure they can find somebody to double Matty, man.
The guy that played the mountain. That's a stunt double. Huh?
Jeff, we're talking about hot dogs right now.
Kathleen, are you saying my ideas aren't as good as I think that they are? But yes, Kathleen.
I'll be blatantly not his double. Angela. Oh. I love it. Eli is the double. Go to Rev turns this really skinny little.
At the end, it turns out Matty gets into a full-on knife fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Matty takes a vital wiener stab to like a vital body organ, and it happens in front of Eli.
Huh.
And now there's a part 2 where Eli has to come back and avenge his father's death as the new Bally generation.
Ooh. Wiener Warrior 2, The Revenge.
See? Kathleen, yeah, something's come over me, man.
Warrior 2.
You guys are my
Hot
muse.
dog boogaloo.
Oh, boy.
Oh, dude. I'm so in. At the very least, I want to be an investor in this project.
14 years after I've achieved greatness with the ballet song, Sharif shows up and delivers my Aurelia. You finally earned it.
No. Here's what happens. It's as you're having your final phone call, right as you're about to the monitor's beeping. No, okay, you don't have to be on the phone, but the heart monitor going slower. You slowly fade and drift off to another plane, and it pans down to your phone, and the notification bell comes on. And it turns out that notification bell is the actual shipping notification. He never got to see it.
Never got to see it. And then Joe throws the cod piece onto my casket.
And then we can work that in. Remember,
Yeah,
I said it's years into the future. Boom. And this is divine. This is fucking divine, Matty.
If this is gonna happen too, I'm gonna need some sweet like pocket holsters for these bad boys. Just
Yes.
We can work the cod piece fan fiction that I wrote. We can incorporate that.
Yes. Dude, it's this whole side quest on his journey.
Oh, all right. This is...
I think you mean the best.
Yeah, exactly, Kyle. Dude, this has got everything, man.
This
way
is a
it backward.
this is a 4-part graphic novel.
Stevie has planned out from this moment till after I die.
Yeah.
But you know me, I'm gonna really turn into George R.R. Martin, and the final's just never gonna be written. We'll get 3/4 of the way done, and then just never actually end it.
I'm choking up a little.
I'm choking up. Oh.
Heck yeah, Gareth.
Oh yeah, Javon pulled up his page. Yeah, he made it to 1,000.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Where is... There it is.
Little golf claps.
Thank you, Gareth.
Oh, shout out Gareth.
35 Czar. That's cool. I don't know. What is your money called? Czar something? That's cool,
Zarface.
though. South African.
South American.
Oh, yeah, American. Oh, it's called the Rand. So why does it say Czar?
That is bizarre.
Oh,
Ooh.
I see what you did there.
You heard what I said there?
Not a dry eye in the house. Everyone dabs their eye with a napkin from Wiener Schnitzel.
Yes. Dude, co-branding deal with Wiener Schnitzel for promotion and for food at the venues where the movies
One maple Looney. One maple Looney.
14 million pesos? I'm a millionaire? And I will trade that for some maple loonies. Brian, 100%. You just started a whole thing. Whoops.
Do you have any idea that this is that I was going to take this over and make it about my idea? I took your gift to Maddie and made it my thing now. Really? How selfish and a dick am I? I'm like, yeah, Maddie can't just enjoy his gifts the way he wants to. We now have to write it. We have to change your life and make a whole fucking thing about it. Like, Maddie's like, man, I just wanted to set him right over here.
Your death is already planned.
How much of a narcissist am I?
It does set Eli up for an awesome quest.
This whole time, though, Maddie's like, I was just going to set them down, and, they're cool. I love them, but I'm like, nope. I got aspirations for you, Maddie. We're going places now, baby.
You could be Jenkins, the janitor.
Yeah, I have to make a cameo, right?
You could be him. You're the one that teaches me.
Oh.
It's ever 7. Other people are also waiting on their Aurelia.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about. I'm not sending out review samples.
You've been sending out other ones.
Well, yours is lost in the ether. I do have a funny story about that, actually. Like, well, not like funny, haha, but dude, a guy out of all of the shipments of the pre-orders, I only have one guy come back to me and say that he didn't receive his order. So I was like, oh crap, man, this sucks. First time customer gets his knife taken. So I was actually preparing like one for him. My rule is once it leaves my hands, I'm not responsible. But like, dude, first time customer, man, and like one out of almost like 300. That's I can part with that, And luckily, it popped in his mail just this morning, so very happy for him. I don't know if he's in the.
Had it been officially declared lost?
It just literally so like for me, my distribution center is Sacramento. After it left Sacramento, it did not update at all.
So did enough time go by though to where you can have them open a case on it?
Claim, yes.
Did they?
So that's what I told him. He messaged me last night, and so I told him
you got to at least give the system a chance before you.
Yeah.
If people do get antsy, I had a guy last week be like, "Hey, man, it hasn't moved from the post office in 2 days. What are we gonna do?"
Yeah. No, this had been
Calm
5 days.
Calm down. And then it moved. So 5 days is annoying, but 5 days isn't officially lost.
Yeah, it was supposed to be delivered the 19th, and then he messaged me the
Okay.
evening of the 24th.
Okay.
So I said, okay,
Yeah.
you know.
Not a problem. Thanks again, Gareth.
I mean, that's cool that you're prepared to take care of them, but I also think that sometimes people need to be a little patient.
Yeah.
You don't be like, "Hey, yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna take care of you," but let's make sure that the process, because you don't want to send them one and then it magically starts moving, right?
Right.
So,
And more importantly, I don't want to send him another one if there's a problem at his local
right.
area.
So I think
too,
hopefully they're cool enough to where they understand that.
Yes,
That's the fair thing to do, right? I know it's annoying. You want it right now. You paid the money. I get it, but
no, my policy whenever something like this happens is like, okay, you file a claim, I'll file a claim. Let's go down that process first, and then we'll explore our options, But yeah, I'm just really happy for him because like I kind of felt bad, like the one guy,
Is it that many, Joe?
That's crazy.
It's happened much quicker than that for me, though.
Yeah.
Or maybe it hasn't. I don't know. Matty said his internet crapped out. So
yeah, I figured.
Okay, if it's 45 days, that's one thing. But I still even think if it's less than a week worth of shipping days,
yeah,
give it a second before I absolutely.
Yeah, dude, and the thing is, like for me, I was monitoring a lot of this stuff because, dude, I shipped all this stuff during tax season. So, like, tax season, I'm never going to do that again, by the way, right? Because, like, dude, tax season was crazy at the post office. They were dealing with so much stuff that, like, the risk of loss was just so much higher, What's Matty doing posting that?
I don't know.
Or was that posted by his logged in account? Like, I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know. Yeah, it definitely it sucks and it's annoying. But yeah, especially for it's one thing for me, like my stuff. I'm not out a lot of money if someone does lose a beard oil. It sucks, and I'll gladly send them something. But for you guys or someone like Joe, or that is selling substantial, that's a substantial hit to your business to have to eat that. So I think that hopefully the people are cool enough and they can understand if it's like, hey, can we give it a sec?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody stomps their feet and is like, oh, I want something right this minute, or like I want a replacement, I don't want to go through all of this, at that point, I'll just point them to the policy and be like, dude, if you would have been cool about this, like we could have gone down it and I may have found some sort of middle ground with you. But if you're going to tell me like I have to replace this, I have to do this to do that, look at my policy. It's on my website, So
no one got douchey, Kyle. But they did send something.
And
you know what? I don't even want to have this discussion about the post office sucking because knock on wood, I've only had, I think, 2 experiences with as much as I've shipped with things not showing up. And then to me, I've only had one thing. Something accidentally got sent up to Alaska.
Mhm.
And when I filed the claim, they're like, "Oh, it went to Alaska. Yes, we're just going to issue this." And that was with Renegade Provision Company. That was with my God of Mischief.
Okay.
And he was like, "Dude, it went to it went to Alaska. It happens. I'll figure it out on the back end."
Yeah.
But we waited I don't know, however many days. We waited a while. But then when it finally said it's a dead end in Alaska, he was like, "Yeah, that's gone."
Yeah. No, man. Honestly, like at least in my experience, the post office has been really good. My local branch has been awesome, and yeah, sometimes that stuff happens where like it falls off of the sorting machine and goes into a different pile. I've had on 2 occasions where I've gotten shipments from Emerson where the shipment gets bounced to a post office that's like 30 minutes away, and I've had to like go to the post office and pick it up there. Like it happens, but on the whole, they've been really good, and their prices are phenomenal compared to everybody else. So, yeah, exactly, Joe. Joe understands. Donnie Bliss.
D bless. I saw Scott showed up as well.
Yeah,
But be done talking shit.
Ryan, I saw your unboxing of the Kaimano. I'm glad you enjoyed it, dude.
Hell yeah.
Happy to see that, man. You've got a entertaining quality to you, man. Keep up with the videos. You're kind of fun to watch, like in a great way. So
I think he just said, "I like the cut of your jib, kid."
Yeah, dude.
He came back and he froze already. All right, everybody, get out your cameras. Get out the cameras. And let's see here. What can we put up here?
Ryan, I'll check for it in a bit. Ooh, hey.
And he's out. He's out. Yeah, he dropped off.
I to jail.
I wasn't expecting that. What up, Addicted Blades?
At a bolt. A number 1 who mistake. Oh my God, Kyle, that is deep. Hey, what are you doing home, kiddo? I thought you were out on the town.
What up, Coil?
Oh. Okay. Party's over? Oh, okay. Is someone over? No? Okay. Hooba Stank, number 1 Hooba Stank fan. Maddie's kind of a poor man's Big J Okerson, isn't he? He's getting started on the movie. Put the bottle down, son. Oh no, the solo spot you were gonna go for? Hey, Marty, hit up G-Ball. If you end up looking for a roomie, G-Ball, the house that Vincent getting the house that they were gonna get this year. So G-Ball wasn't gonna be staying with him. G-Ball had reached out to me and asked what's up, and I said, We just finalized our plans. But if you're looking for someone now, G-Ball is too. And I don't know if his wife is going again this year. But G-Ball's good, folks. I know you have to know G-Ball, right, Marty?
I think he does. Yeah, G-Ball is a good dude, man.
Hey, Marty. Yeah, man. Looking for a house. Whatever, bro. I'll never forget when G-Ball is a homie from way back, from G-Ball at the in-law days. And had known G-Ball for a long time. G-Ball also helped prototype the my beard oil.
I didn't know that.
He was one of the people I had sent a sample to when I was sending out samples before I had gone live with it. But yeah, I've known Greg for a while. But then I finally met him in person at Blade Show. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but I was like, "You even walk like you sound." I was like, "You even walk at like 0.8 speed."
Dude, did you say that to him on the patio outside of the?
No,
outside?
I met him first. Literally walking the floor. And I was like, "I don't walk, you shuffle." Yeah, Greg's good people though, and I can't remember his wife's name, but his wife was very nice also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alphas and Gordon Shumway. Oh, I can't believe Alf ain't going again. I know. That's Neve's number one fan.
Is he out for sure?
Yeah, he's out.
Okay. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I mean, look, let's not. Vince can't ever be forgotten because he does hold, I think, still maybe the number one moment I've experienced at Blade Show belongs to Vince when he called out to Jared Neve, and Jared Neve came back and was like, "Hey, buddy." Vince was just sitting down, looking up at him, and Jared literally bent over, put his hands on his knees, and he's like, "Hey, buddy." That was, for those of us that were there that got to witness that, that's Make-A-Wish Vince is absolutely what it was. That's how Jared was treating it. And then, again, it was the long play when later that day or the next day or whatever, when they all went live together, it was the Beeses and Jared and Kara and OCD for Justin and Molly and I forget who else, but like a bunch of the bigger guys went live together and talking about their favorite moments. And someone was like, "What about when that fan called out to you?" And he's like, "You know what?" And that's what, kind of like what it's all about, man. Being able to meet up with you guys. Like, he thought it was real. He thought it was real. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
That was so funny.
Oh,
Because he was walking by and he was on the phone. And he's like, "I'm Neve's number one fan." And they kept walking. And then Kara comes back. She's like, "Who said that?" It seemed like she was pissed for a second. She was like, "No, he's really busy, but just give me a second, I'll get him." We're like, "No way." So she chased after him, was like, "You need to get off the phone. Your fan's back there." So shout out to Kara, who yes, it was a troll, but Kara was cool enough. We give him, but they were also cool enough. Yes, they fell for it. Jared and I was like, there goes, he was talking about his entourage, and we were flipping him all sorts of shit. What I will say is, all the shit that we can flip to those folks, they're really good sports, and they do. man.
Dude, we can give Jared all the shit in the world. He's actually a pretty decent dude, you know? Like,
Yeah. I will agree. Whether people like him or not, or they say whatever, I don't watch his stuff personally. But
same.
Jared's always been cool to me. Every time I see him, he's in on the joke. I do talk to him. And Lee, Bama, a knife guy who he's always got. Not to be confused with our Bama, but he's always got Lee with him. And yeah. So
Yeah, man. It's like a lefty situation. Like, you guys all know it, love and or hate Lefty, but like behind the scenes, you know, Lefty has been a good dude to both of us on a number of occasions. Stevie's known him a lot longer than me, but I don't think between the two of us we have a crooked word to say about Lefty, you know? So
yes, Kyle, that night that he showed up to the honey bucket was hilarious. Oh, I forgot you got that beef with him. That's right. I forgot about that, Rocky.
What are we talking about? Beef with who?
Never heard of her.
That's like 6 people in the community.
Yeah, Roman, I agree.
Earlier, why was it sending links to StreamYard?
Yeah, what was that? That was weird, dude.
I wasn't connected to the internet. It just did it again.
It's probably something with your new camera.
But it's StreamYard, not my camera. It just did it again.
Is it something that you're clicking?
I literally am not touching anything except for this.
If you look below, it says share your referral link.
Is Stevie doing it? Because it was happening when I didn't even have internet. It wasn't even in StreamYard.
See, I'm doing it now too. What the heck?
Stop it. Stevie's been doing it.
Dude, that's not even funny.
Okay, guys, if you want to get a 10% discount on StreamYard, not even 10%, it's $10.
That's a freaking ripoff, man.
Yeah, wasn't StreamYard like $800?
It was at least that, yeah.
Okay, this is getting annoying. Can I ban myself and delete my comments?
Can I put? I'm a mod. Can I put you in timeout? What happens if I try to put you in timeout?
Look, it's doing it again and again and again.
Report? No, I can't. Oh no, I can't.
Can we turn that off? Like,
oh, I can put Kyle in timeout though.
you should probably do that.
But no, I guess my super wrench doesn't work on the host. That makes sense.
I don't think it's affiliate links, so I want that to go away.
I just reported the stream. It'll be okay.
Thank you, Kyle. So you're not pushing it?
Is there some sort of a glitch in the Matrix?
I don't know.
I think you're glitched for sure.
I'm keeping my hands up here and see if it does it again. I'm going to play with
your hands up. And then they say that. And then they say that. And
last
then they say
weeks,
that.
StreamYard's been screwing up. Like the chat would disappear. See, look, it just did it again. But Sharif's hands are down.
Oh, Sharif.
What?
You
How would Sharif be able to do it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not logged into your account.
How do I stop that?
I don't know. Now I can't put my hands down, or else I'm going to be guilty. I have to keep my hands.
I don't know what to do with
I
my
feel like
hands.
this is a violation of my Fourth Amendment at this point. I
Glitter
don't feel
keyboard
comfortable.
finally shorting out. This is getting annoying.
It is getting annoying. Oh, scotch. Oh, that made the gum sore. Oh.
Oh, Zach.
Oh, Zach.
That's not how I said it.
It kind of seemed like it.
Thank you, Zach. Who got it? This is getting like really. I'm gonna leave and maybe it is me. I'm gonna leave and come back.
You've left like 4 times.
Oh.
All right,
What are
Maddie.
you doing behind the scenes, Maddie? Jesus.
And why has it got like heart eyes? The one person we can't put in timeout. Go figure.
Dude, why are you spamming?
Scotch is it's instantly Scotch is up to 600 now.
Hey, what's going on, Brian? How you doing, dude?
Our eyes are goated. What up, Brian? Brian, I think the tracking said Monday. It should I thought it would have been there tomorrow, but I think it's Monday.
Ooh.
What is this?
What did that say?
Message to you. You guys clicked it so many times when I left.
Why is that me?
Why are you saying you guys? I have no control.
So, Brian.
But I'm not gonna say what I sent yet. But I sent something to Brian yesterday.
Ooh.
No, I'll just tell you guys. I sent him my 0640.
Nice. Getting a regrind.
Yeah.
I gotta pay for all those hot dogs I'm gonna be balassoning.
We need to get you a sponsorship. You shouldn't have to foot that burden yourself. It's all part of production costs. Well, we'll write it into the budget.
This is Heinz, but if we can get French's or even Grey Poupon.
Ooh.
How much did this movie cost to make? 8.9 million. Of that, 8.888888 million were hot dog costs.
The star just worked for the hot dogs.
Oh,
The old-fashioned way, good old racketeering.
the mob's gonna end up having a piece of the film, and they're gonna step in.
Oh no.
Yeah. We have to go out and search for funding. It doesn't get greenlit by a studio, so we got to come up with, and we make a deal with, a Sopranos type.
You don't make hot dogs anymore. You make a gabagoo.
The Rigettis, man. Those freaking Rigettis. They're spaghetti kingpins, you see. They want a piece of the hot dog game.
They do. I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to get a piece of that hot dog.
Oh, man. Oh, it was for Hoobastank's #1 fan.
Dang you, Kyle.
Oh, Hoobastank's #1 fan ranks up there with his Alf comment.
Ooh.
It's up there. His Alf comment, still to this day, I've quoted this more than any other comment, so it has to be my favorite. When Vince was on one night, and he said it's ironic that Vince loves cats so much, considering he looks like Alf.
I remember that.
That was such an out there, random ass spot the F on comment that to me it's one of the greatest of all time.
Oh yeah.
But now the Hoobastank Matty looks like Hoobastank's #1 fan.
Oh man.
I snack on these. Make all the jokes you want.
Absolutely. And throated.
Kyle was definitely throat goated.
Hot dog mafia.
Fact. Throat giggles. All right, I'm gonna go fetch something from the freezer. I'll be right back.
I love Kyle, man.
What's going on with the music now?
He came on for a second. Oh, there it is.
See, I know the Bill and Ted popping out of the honey bucket.
Dude.
Might give me an excuse to go to Stevie's neck of the woods.
Man, for this movie, we're traveling international.
International.
Yeah, man.
Let me make sure it's refreshed. Sorry. Let me make sure it's refreshed. All right. The Demon Lock wants me to show off this bad boy.
Ooh. Nice.
I like where it's going.
That was very different, but it's very much him.
Yeah. You can still tell it's something of his. But yeah, this one's definitely, bright colors. I like it.
Something about those eyes, man.
I think he said this is for someone, but he didn't say who. So we'll see. Oh, did it? It probably went through when I was messing around with the internet. There it is. I went up. Jolene won gambling in Belterra Resort, Indiana. Oh, did she rolling in it now? Rocky, 16 months. Thank you.
Nice.
Awesome, Mr. Jernick. I must have missed you too. Yeah, this is when I was I left to come back.
Kyle, exactly.
Thank you, Rocky. Oh, yes. 100%. These two little plasticky things I've put Stevie on a journey. And this will be fun. Part 4, Dogs on the Run. That's for good, Neil. Dogs on the Run.
Part 5, Back for Fun.
A giant Yakuza tattoo of a space cat, a happy space cat. Stevie thought, or Sharif thought he was harder than Shane. But are you guys hard enough to get a happy cat Yakuza style on your back?
Ooh. Damn. I don't know if I'm that hard. That's pretty gangster.
Get that and twirl these bad boys. Ernest goes to Wiener Camp. I loved Ernest growing up.
Right?
He was one of my favorites. And that dude apparently did 1 million commercials.
There was like controversy. I don't know if you remember that back when we were like young. That like
What are
he
you talking
was
about?
like doing stuff that
Burn?
show to kids sometimes, you know, and like yeah.
Controversy? No, Ernest didn't. Jim Varney was he was clean, wasn't he?
No, it wasn't the actor. It was the like series, you know.
That's for you, Stevie.
You son of a bitch.
It's been you this whole time. I love that scene, Cheeto, in the beginning. Starts flipping the sausages. Someone was saying that they're making like a rated R Ninja Turtles. Pretty
They're
interesting.
making it was announced that they're making the Last Ronin movie.
Okay.
And I think they haven't announced a date or anything yet because they need to take their time and do that. But yes, it's the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was not a kids friendly. It was a black and white, like gory, like
It was more film noir. It was very dark.
But you know where this is going? I like where Neil's going with this because we have to have. There's going to have to be some straight to DVD sequels that Maddie's not actually in. Right? There's got to be like part 6 or 7. The franchise starts to go off the rails a little bit, and then Maddie comes back.
Oh,
And the Mustard King.
Troy, by the way, I had to go fetch it from the freezer.
By the way, I'm also rocking some desk paprika.
Smoked Hungarian? What kind you got there?
I think it's just regular, this one. Yeah, just regular. I have smoked in there. I like paprika, so I got all kinds.
Paprika?
But yesterday, I had deviled eggs for dinner because I'm trying to eat all our Easter eggs. That's the epic comeback. Rise of the fart boner.
But just think of also all the merchandising that we're gonna have licensed. We're talking kids' Halloween costumes. We're talking promotional toys at freaking McDonald's or Burger King.
yep.
Baseballs to flamethrower. Kids
There's
love
going to
that.
be an app. There's going to be a game and an app that you can download.
For
Some piece of crap app too, where like you move something back and forth. Collect the mustard.
for at least like a year, kids are gonna give up hot dogs in favor, or gonna give up hamburgers in favor of hot dogs. gonna be the new hype thing.
It'll even replace Nuggies.
If you got little kids, you should know Easter's still a thing. Even if it's not a religious thing, Easter's still a thing for kids.
I love hiding eggs and finding them. On Dobbins.
I've told you guys about how I learned there was no Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny wasn't real. I was 8, I think. I mean, I kind of knew.
Don't forget to hit those affiliate links.
I kind of knew, but I saw up on the refrigerator. No, I have to have been like 7. Yeah, I know where we were living. I had to have been about 7. And I saw up on top of the refrigerator, there was like chocolate, like a chocolate wrapper hanging out of one of the bins. And I had already eaten all my Easter candy, like a fat little kid I was. But I'm like, what's that chocolate wrapper up there? So I hopped up on the counter, got up on top of the refrigerator, and in a box. So my mom used to go all out. We would have in the living room our Easter baskets, and there would be like white paw print, like Easter bunny prints leading out to like the back deck.
Oh wow!
The Easter bunny came and hopped away. But I found on top of the refrigerator, while it was the baking chocolate. First off, I found a bar of baking chocolate and I bit into it, thinking like, "Oh, I found some chocolate," and then it was bitter, gross baking chocolate. But I found also on top of the refrigerator in this box the cutout from construction paper, scissors, and a thing of baby powder. And I was like, wait a second. Those are really the Easter bunny? And I went to my mom, and she was like, that's why you don't snoop, kid.
There you go. Hey.
Kyle.
Heck yeah, one Mooney.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That's kind of cool, actually.
I definitely, though, like, we wanted everything to be whimsical for, our daughter, our first and only kid.
Yeah.
But then I definitely got caught up into, like, why are we lying to them? Why are we perpetuating the lie? We're making it more about us now and, like, deceiving them. But then I was like, you know what? But what I, especially, like, with Santa, what I stopped doing, though, is, this mother effer ain't getting all the credit for the big gifts. They'd be like, oh, look what Santa got us. And I'd be like, you know how much overtime I had to work to afford that shit? Why is he getting all the credit? But that's when I realized, oh, it's about me. This is about us.
So is 20 miles an hour considered high speed? Like, up there in South America?
Life isn't fair.
Stevie's about to get all kinds of Toyota swag.
Right.
Yeah. I talked to them again. So Sharif, I don't know if you heard or you saw, but this company reached out and they're like, hey, all we ask is that you do a dedicated video to the shit that we send you. We'll give you a discount code and a referral link. And so I got nothing to lose. If it's good stuff, I'll say it's good stuff. I got some cool shit for and so I forget the name of the company, but I started following them on Instagram. There's already like 20 people that I know following this company.
Oh dang, okay.
And what I told them, and I'll even post it, I said, if I can forego any commission and give a bigger discount code, I'd rather do that.
Nice.
But if they can't, and I can also make a little scratch off it,
dude,
sure.
Win, dude.
So they're sending me first fitted floor mats. So the Toyota stock ones are good, but these ones like fully like wrap up into like you like slide them up underneath and you get like floor to floor coverage and
Yeah.
the stuff that I've wanted. So yeah, we'll see. If it sucks, it sucks. You know me.
Yeah. Hey man, worth checking out.
I was surprised.
Yeah, right? Like it's not like you have a bunch of previous truck content, you know.
Two videos with like a total of like 1,600 views.
Dude, hey man. Never look a gift horse in the mouth, man. This is perfect case in point of that. Take the opportunity to make fun. That's awesome.
Speaking of Toyota, I have a little bit of news on the Orion.
Oh yeah.
They already know, but it's somewhat good, but somewhat It's kind of neutral news. But I'll share the email. So the Orion will not be at Blade Show Atlanta. But they said that the G10 does not align well with the Orion design language or effectively showcase its unique traits. So it sounds like they're going to use something better.
Okay.
Yeah, something better than the G10.
Oh, I misunderstood this when you shared this earlier. I thought you were talking about David. That Orion.
My Orion.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they'll use like carbon fiber or something. I don't know.
Hopefully
but
they don't do like aluminum carbon fiber, do they?
They do aluminum.
Or like the copper carbon fiber. I hate it when they do those.
Well, the Phoenix is aluminum carbon fiber.
No, it's not. It's camo carbon.
I don't
You know what I mean? Like the aluminum infused carbon fiber.
Oh, like this silver and black stuff.
Yeah. I like that.
But they said once the proto is finished, the second one, they're going to send it to me directly.
No. But what they failed to acknowledge is that will be the first prototype.
Oh,
Unless
well, yeah.
they just do a second prototype. Which
What?
I'm having an oh holy shit moment right here, right now.
Here we go.
I never handed the Orion off to Zach at the show. It's still sitting in my freaking knife case. I never did that when we were at the pizza place. I meant to do that, Zach. I never did. It's been out of sight, out of mind. Your prototype is just chilling in my knife case on my desk.
You too, Ron. A knife made out of meteorite and stuff would be sweet.
Oh yeah.
Maddie would.
Oh,
put the
it was
axe in.
supposed to. In fact, like the box mine came in said it was titanium, but we found out this part's aluminum.
That don't bother me in the slightest.
Yeah.
Mine hasn't even
whether it was
stretched.
titanium or aluminum. The aluminum's done good. It should be. I think the bolster should be black anyway. So,
Their DLC holds up well. I only have just that little
Zach
bit
did it by default.
because I dropped it.
But I can still send it to you though. I got so caught up, I didn't even give you like some of my new stickers and shit. So I'll
Ooh,
do that.
I think Zach is getting the Spectra right now too.
Ooh, nice.
So if you're still cool with that, I'll send that down to Zach and send you some stickers and stuff to include the giveaway.
Dang you, Brian F.
Brian, you're up. The Bali Wiener. Nice.
Even put this music.
Yes. Oh, you know what we haven't even talked about yet is what's going to be really cool is there can be
Only one.
the prequel, and then we can write a Matty backstory. It doesn't have to be like real, but we write Matty's backstory about how he became a lover of hot dogs.
Blue.
You're going far back to the origin story.
I do know my love for hot dogs did start as a child when I would have it mixed in with the mac and cheese.
See, and that's where Izzy. We haven't got Izzy involved in this project yet.
Oh.
Izzy can play a young Mattisfaction.
Ooh. Dude, and you could use the Izzy footage in the future as like Izzy taking the first steps to follow in Matty's footsteps. Right? Like once Eli is
This just keeps getting better and better and better.
Dude, this is at least like a 30 movie franchise.
You know who you can,
call it First Dog, like Rambo, instead of First Blood.
you know who you can get to actually be in this? I'll bet. Who's your homeboy that you haven't had on yet? The goalie kid from Mighty Ducks. What's his name?
The goalie kid.
The kid that keeps not
Old
coming
boy?
on. I bet he needs work, right? You can hire him to be in the movie. Oh
man.
yes, that's his name, Sean Weiss.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! You know what I did read is that the original producer of Tremors got the rights back, and now they want to be involved with a new Tremors movie, and that actually makes Kevin Bacon want to come back.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Dang.
Where did I read that?
Sharif Patina Turner says,
Wait, did he do this from the Brain Trust?
yes.
No, Patina. You cannot message from the Brain Trust and get stuff to happen.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a cheap.
Yeah, you gotta be in the live chat.
I can't take back the motor then.
No, he slipped one past you.
See,
But
that's what I thought. The long distance motor.
no.
By the way, Cheeto just said it's a socket.
Proxy motor. This while looking for some stuff, I came across there's so many. So many. For those of you that want to know what patina looks like,
Yes. You.
Lungbone has the hots for patina.
I would say I share in that.
There you go. Le motor.
You know what I also found though that's kind of disturbing? I don't know if I ever shared this.
Oh my god.
My back is aching, my bra too tight, my booty shaking from the left to the right. My back is
And that's actually Shane.
Oh crap! Okay, I just got a notification that I gotta go grab my battery charger
Mm.
or my charger, my laptop
Better charging battery.
charger for my laptop.
It's
All right.
chocolate goodness.
We lost our music, Matty.
It's like getting too loud and then it stops, and I
Mm.
think StreamYard's still meshed up.
They're
You know what?
working
I'm
on
gonna
that.
switch to Stevie's, and then we'll go with our one of our favorites. There we go. Stevie keeps cranking it up. I guess we just gonna be doing this all night. You know what? We'll have Stevie pondering the balls up to the side. Wait, there we go.
There you go.
There we go.
100 them balls.
Oh, put a gatekeeper on it. Perfect.
Keeping the balls.
I'm gonna have to leave this up all night.
You stupid son of a bitch.
It does. But anyway, now we have no music. Do we? Do we have any music?
Hold on.
There
Yeah,
we go. Anyway. Don't you put us in the middle covering your face, Stevie. Let the world bask in all its glory. Set phasers to stunning. Shout out Winchester.
Winchester.
Stevie's pondering Gary.
That's so like freaking Inception. Balls on butts on dick on butt. Gary dick butt on balls.
Ah, Stevie. I'm definitely glad I stole that screenshot. Whoops. But anyway, you know, Ron got that Sweeney. Did anyone else get anything new? Any new knives this week? Did you, Sharif?
man.
I definitely did not. I didn't even get a shipping notice.
I definitely did not. I did get a new bag though, which I'm very happy about.
Saw your short. Would you like to share it off?
I mean, I don't think anybody really cares about my bag, but no, it's awesome.
Sleep.
What's really like was surprising though is that it has like a front little pouch, and it's perfect for a Lancelot leather notebook sleeve.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's like actual perfect size.
He has so many. You're too high.
Oh, what am I doing?
You're pondering the Carl balls.
Pondering my balls.
Pondering your balls.
Right there, I'm going. That's my balls.
Yes, my balls. One day these will be on Paul's head. Heck yeah,
Paul's
my-
balls.
Troy wants to see your sack.
Ooh, We'll do that off stream.
I wanna see your sack.
Thank you, Brian. Thanks for these.
Brian, I don't think you realize how inspiring this has been.
And this stuff will happen. It will happen.
It has been manifested.
You want to show your bag, Sharif?
No, dude, that's boring as shit.
Troy wanted to see it.
You can watch my short.
Okay, I'll just go get your short and play here.
I'm gonna play them shorts.
I was looking at some GECs and other stuff, but I really think my next two knives are going to be Chris Reeves and that purchase from John Gray.
GEC Bullbuster natural linen 215. That's a little steep, ain't it?
Dude, from what I've been seeing, that's probably the lowest I've actually seen it for. I mean, Cheeto would know better than me, but if it's new in tube, like never been.
I'm not necessarily after one, but I saw one pop up for 215.
Yeah.
And it made me think,
Yeah, a lot of the ones I've seen have been going for like 265 or 300 even.
Only the best. Local artisanal.
So what brand is this?
This is the Brown Buffalo.
Okay.
And this was a recommendation from Patina. Yeah, like I've been using my snack time sling as like my only carry-on bag, and I'm just going to be carrying a lot more stuff on this trip, so I needed a different carry-on bag that wasn't going to be like a pain in the dick, you know?
Can we talk about them feets?
Nah, they're just feet.
Them look like some dirty feet.
Yes,
No,
Kyle.
it's the filter I put on the video.
Yes.
I'm not filthy. That's just a filter.
Yeah.
Wait a second. There's copper and there's brass, and one of them has a Damascus blade, and the other one has a stonewash blade. I think it's the brass one. But either way, if you got a line on one and it's a fair price, I would buy that right now.
Yep, Stevie will.
Shout out to BEDC who got me one of the other ones, but the brass ones are hard to come by.
Is that a plate carrier bag?
No. But
Paper plate carrier bag.
it's sick, man. He integrated like backpack shoulder straps, like a sling strap, and it's got like tote handles. So for traveling, that's like great to have all those options.
Kyle, if you remember where, either send it to me or snag it and I'll get you for it or whatever. But I would go for that.
Yeah, Stevie's been looking for one for a while.
Yeah.
You got an apartment for Blade? Kira?
Do I have to figure out Reddit? I've never been on Reddit before.
Yeah, Stevie don't do Reddit.
Who does Reddit out there that I could just send them the money?
I think Cheeto does.
The thing with knife swap, though, is I think you kind of have to be established.
Yeah, I think Cheeto does. Either Cheeto or Lumbo.
I can send you the money first, Kyle, even, so you don't have to.
Wait, you don't want it, Stevie.
No?
This is the one. I don't see Damascus.
No, that is the one then.
Oh, you do want the stonewash?
Yeah.
Oh, then you do want it.
Yeah. I'm established. Okay, so Kyle, can I PayPal you the money Is it just a straight up 70 that includes shipping? And click on the first picture, would you?
Oh, yep. It keeps opening up in like a million tabs.
Yep, perfect. That's the one I want.
Nice. Hell yeah.
It doesn't seem like interesting. Oh, it just posted 14 minutes ago. Dang, Kyle, you're quick.
You got to be in order to snag some stuff sometimes, man.
Yeah. And someone has to like jump on you and say YOLO. If you guys don't know though, Knife Swap is actually a pretty cool way to get some good stuff for cheap.
Is that Carco?
Where?
What's up, Carco?
Selling it? Oh, is Carco in the house?
Yeah, dude.
What up, Carco?
Oh yeah, Carco.
Right on, Kyle. Good looking out, dude.
June something?
June 6th through the 8th.
I'll absolutely settle up with you, brother.
Oh yeah, I see his YOLO.
Perfect. Marty
Chat
connect.
sent. Chat. Oh wait, no, that's a while ago. I know Kyle's Reddit.
All pigs.
How you been, Carco? Long time no see, dude.
He kept him as a trophy. Let's keep you next to them. There you go.
Carl, why don't you drop that sick ass beat?
Zach, are you going to Atlanta?
The ATL.
Oh, Brian, that's what the crap.
We need to speak to the manager.
Yeah, dude, that sucks.
Matty, avenge him.
I got that.
Yes.
Avenge.
This is the beginning of Maddie's story.
It's the revenge arc. His boss just tries sleeping, but in the night, all he hears is.
This is the motivation.
Fearing mustard on his cheek.
Oof. Oh man, when Maddie becomes like a total like valley ninja, does he forewarn the people, potentially with an envelope smeared with mustard?
Just click that link, Carco. Click that link.
Gotta do more.
Bid on 3 jobs.
Oh dang, Kyle.
Brian,
Right on, Marty.
I don't know, that's hard.
Yeah, that sucks.
Maybe you gotta go to a different place that appreciates you. They don't know what they got. No hot banana for me. Me either. Have you two boys just go rough some people up.
There you go.
They're huge.
Strong arm.
Exactly.
I'm back.
Dude, that's cool, Marty. All you need is a bed.
Yeah. Not gonna spend too much time there.
So Stevie got himself his McKenna finally, though, huh?
Yeah, dude.
He's been
Nice.
chasing it for a while.
Yeah, it's nice when you can check something off of the old wish list.
Good looking out, Kyle. Good looking out.
I've never really spent any time on Reddit, but I mean, like, definitely never joined like Knife Swap or anything. But I wonder.
Knife Swap on Reddit is really cool.
Yeah.
Sure, you can probably find some good deals on there, and they're very strict about how you go about buying and selling.
Oh, I'm sure, man. Oh, dude, like this is dangerous, man. They have somebody selling a dual gunner grip SNG for like $650, which is probably cheaper than it sold retail.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah, maybe what they were selling it for retail.
What? Waitlist? No, I'm gonna continue without supporting.
Yeah,
Yeah, that thing's pretty nice.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys ought to check out Reddit stuff on there. Bird Blades, Harsty, a Cortex. Sorry, $925.
I gotta be honest though, like, yeah, I'm getting to a point now where it's like there's not a lot of production stuff that gets my juices running. And like Stevie was saying the other day, it doesn't really matter the price point. It's more about the design, you know? And like, okay, I'm looking forward to the Gideon, I'm looking forward to the Orion, I'm looking forward to the Orlock and stuff like that, right? But aside from like the homie stuff, kind of like, man, I may need to start moving up towards like more custom stuff to get something interesting,
Thank you.
you know?
You're just gonna get all bougie.
But I don't want to. Like that's kind of was the point of Mangana Steel. Was like, I want to make stuff that you would normally have to pay like $1,000 for, but make it for cheaper, you know?
Ryan, Reddit is full of scammers, but that particular one, the Knife Swap, is very strictly run.
Mm.
They've pretty much eliminated almost all the scammers.
They've taken steps to help mitigate it as much as possible.
Yes. Like you can't just create account and then just immediately go buy or sell. As I said, you kind of have to be like a little bit established. That's a good question, Scott.
Oh man, that's going to be a little while. There is a tremendous difference between willing to spend, you know, like
Right.
600, 700 on a knife and willing to spend 3,000 on a knife.
Oof.
That's a very big gap.
108. Well, Ryan, I would talk to Sever 7 right there. You know, the dude that had the McKenna, his name had 7 in it. What if it was him?
Oh,
What if? I don't even see the post anymore. Maybe it's gone now.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to check out some of the South African stuff, but like Maddie, like that McGinnis that I showed you guys like on Wednesday, you know, like
Mhm.
if that was more affordable, that would be something I would enjoy owning. That, you know, something different.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not established. I've never got off the Knife Swap, but I know many people who have. But Sever 7 has 108. You'll also see a couple of various YouTubers on there too.
Mm.
Spit swap. Oh, Cheeto does it too. Is Sharif frozen? No. Okay, he's browsing. Nice swap, aren't you?
No, I was just leaning in to look for something real quick.
Or Lamia.
Never mind. What about a Lamia?
Prominent one.
Yeah.
So Scott's
They're nicely
blocking that.
made. They're very nicely made.
Yeah, see, Scott, yeah, they're saying they strict. 125 for an auto hogue? Heck yeah.
Nice. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Like, yeah, nothing. Like, okay, I'd love to get a Rosie, but I'm not in a rush for that. I don't think I need to be in a rush for it. You know.
I'm
If you
watching
want-
live and this dude make a deal right now.
If anyone's looking for a decent price on like an original Rosie,
Kaleidoscope.
Bearded Gear is selling one.
There you guys go.
He's got like one of the first production ones, and I don't remember what the price is, but that dude always has. He just tries to get shit going. I think he tries to get a fair price for it, but I think it's on the lower side.
Nice. Yeah, man. If anybody's looking,
Ouchie.
but yeah, I think
Yep.
near term, I'm focused purely on CRK, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's finally time. I mean, I've been talking about it for the last 2 fucking years.
You have. You've been talking about it more and more now.
Yeah, because I think it's time. I've been putting it off for long enough.
But there you go. If you guys want a place to look for knives on the secondary for a good deal, usually.
I think there's going to be more good deals coming soon. I think you're going to start seeing a lot of people try to let loose a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, especially coming up to Blade this next month. I think you're gonna see people dumping stuff.
What's up, Luke? All right,
Dude.
but people are. Good night, Demon Knock.
Hey,
People are
Demon
talking
Hawk.
about what they want to get. So, what do you guys?
This is Demon Hawk.
When you go to Blade Show, Stevie, besides the
Edgy.
Scott stills and stuff, what are you looking at?
Nothing particularly. Talked about this a little bit last night. So I'm gonna probably pick up something from Sharif. I'm gonna pick up something from Scott. If they have the Orlock, I'm gonna get the Orlock. If they have a black washed, Gideon, I'll get one of those. And then I like going with no specific agenda, and I either get something or I don't. You know.
Cheeto wants you to get him an Orlock.
Okay.
You
He
know,
kept saying that yesterday.
oh yeah. You know who I want to see, Stevie, is Hypercut.
Yeah. I've slowed down on my want for a hypercut, and I thought maybe I would. One of the look, I think that they're phenomenal, and I think that dude, he's helping out a lot of people. Yeah, for sure, Cheeto. I think he's helping out a lot of people too. Great dude. Love the knife. I knew that was a knife. I think it's is it the Biku? The taller blade, not the Tanto one. I like the sheep's footy kind of one.
Yeah.
I forget the name of it. I knew that if I gave myself a minute and didn't act immediately, my want for one might go down.
Yeah, it would cool a bit.
And it has a little bit, not completely, but a little bit. But I talked to that dude. I don't remember what his name is. Is it Brandon? It's not Brandon, is it?
I don't know. I don't know his name for sure.
Another knife that I'll put in that category that I will probably get if there's one available and I do truly like it. I would buy a Dixon.
Okay.
And I would only buy a Dixon new from Jonathan McNeese. I don't want a secondary one. I mean, if a bro had a good deal on one, sure, but like that's a knife I want to buy from, the man himself. But
yeah,
if there was one available today during the drop, or was it yesterday? I don't remember. If it would have been available when I logged in, I probably would have got one.
Yeah.
Can you guys hear the frog?
Mm-mm.
No? I think there's a frog in our pool.
Zach so far only found one that sold 7 years ago for $350.
For what?
That particular knife right there.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, Stevie, if Brad Richmond was going to be in Atlanta, I would want to stop by. But
I don't know who that is.
You know the knife that Steve Clare got that I went ape shit over, the one with the cross on the pocket clip?
Right.
Dude. Yeah, that I want to handle one of his knives really bad.
Ooh. Yeah, Zach, look at this.
Hey, Zach.
You guys really don't hear that?
No? 7 years ago, 350.
Ooh.
How come you want this one? What makes it special? It looks... I mean, I don't know too much about it, but it looks kind of like every other one.
It's one out of like 2000, apparently.
From the year 2000.
From the year 2000. From the year 2000. Remember that?
I do. And then they switched to the year 3000.
Yeah.
He's in anthem money at that point.
In the year 2000.
They had their silver suits on.
Yeah.
It's a date thing. Okay. I will keep looking. Sometimes you can find that kind of stuff at the blade shows, though.
No, I think where his best shot was where we were, Zach. Or not best shot, but that was a good shot. Zach had his eye out because it was a collector's club selling a lot of their collections. So there were some gems throughout there. And every spot Zach did, like there was a dude that was selling some stuff, and he had like some a couple of the pens that were at a decent deal. And I forget exactly what he said, but one of the guys was like, "Oh, do you know Benchmade?" And Zach was like, "Yeah, just a little bit."
Zach, you own Benchmade. Can't you just go to your factory store and be like, "Hey,
chop chop, boys"?
He wants. If I don't have a knife of the year on my desk in 20 minutes, you're all replaceable.
Heads will roll. Right away, Mr. Zaxter. Right away. Ooh, not because he's this type of dude, but I think we can cut Zach into the movie almost in a think, is it the Inspector Gadget villain? What's his name?
Dr. Claw.
Dr. Claw.
Oh yeah.
You know how you always see like the top down and like only his hands?
Mm-hmm.
Zach can play that role of some sort of boss, where you don't actually see him, you just see the scene with him. We said the mob was getting involved. He could be the unseen mob boss.
Ooh.
But in his top down, not that you couldn't make an amazing on camera appearance,
but it works because in Zach's live streams you only see his hands anyway,
right.
And he gets a little.
Zach, have you not heard the movie, the franchise that we've been writing? We're gonna take over Hollywood. The Wieners.
Dogs took over.
I was singing bye bye. Oh, anywho. Have we not even been on for 2 hours yet?
It's been 2 hours and 3 minutes. We
It seems
spent
like
2 hours talking about nothing.
that's why time's going by so slow.
We've covered hot dogs, a movie. That's about it.
I mean, that's
Sharif's over there looking up Benchmade 710s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sharif has a lead on a 710.
No way.
What's a good deal, Zach?
It's one of the few Benchmates I haven't been able to shake.
How much is it at the pawn shop?
It's not. It's at a knife store. It's brand new in box. But
Oh, the new 710s.
yeah,
How much is it there?
I can't remember, but it's pricey for sure.
Yeah. Oh, look. The king of Benchmade's even keeping secondary prices a secret. Looks like it dives deep. Good night, Blue.
99 Blue.
Walking around the building on a cane and a bum leg. Oh. Get some rest, buddy.
Hey, Blue sent you a DM, Zach. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the few Benchmates that's really stuck with me
The
lately.
710 looks pretty cool. People flipped when the new one came out.
Yeah, dude. And they're nice. They're big. It's like a 4-inch blade, man.
Yeah,
The lines are really nice, and the details. I like the black one actually better than the silver one, but they're dope. They are dope, and the action it feels snappy like a bug out does.
so you messed with it.
Oh yeah. I handled them actually the second they hit my local store. I happened to be there the day that they actually brought them into the shop, and I'm friends with the owner, so she let me handle them.
This one's $450 from Benchmade,
Yeah,
so it should be less than that.
I think the black one's more expensive, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see.
I remember one of them is.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah,
What?
see, the black one's 600.
Is it cheaper at the knife store than that?
No, it's about that, if I remember correctly. I don't remember the exact price, but I remember it's up there.
That's out of stock. Is 700 a good deal? Or 600, I mean, Zach? Yeah, 4-inch blade.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. They're pretty sick.
It tagged out. One of my Benchmade grails was finally sent, thanks to Scotch and Things. Got that bailout.
Dude.
Thoughts on?
Oh, I dig it, man.
The Arrakis edition.
If I didn't already have one, that may be the version I'd go for.
The only thing it gets me is even in the the pivot collars on the fixed blade.
I don't know, I dig them. It breaks up the lines between the blade and the scales.
It's true. Without it, that thing would
No,
look way.
I got you. I definitely I feel you. Yeah, that's a pretty good price for that knife too. And that one's 3V.
Ooh. Yeah, then that's even more reason. If I didn't have one, I would have gone for that.
You better go get a Cherie.
No, I don't need them.
They're only $200. Really? I saw some of the folders that Chase is working on for Blade Show.
Yeah, I figured, Zach. I don't know. Maybe I can talk to my store and tell them to let me sizzle it.
It says everything's out of stock. Drizzy.
Yeah, man. The Black 710 is really nice. I will say that.
Did you say wreck? Yeah.
I'm going to try these bad boys. I forgot I got these for today.
Oh, I don't know, man. Weird taste combination.
What? You've never had a pickle and peanut butter sandwich?
What?
No, definitely. My name is Sharif. I don't think I'm ethnically destined for that food combination.
What?
Good night, Ron. Good night, Neil.
Nah, everything's sold out, Drizzy.
These are actually pretty good. These are $1 at the dollar store. These are really good.
What are they?
You're not gonna like them.
He's got one on them
Dill
pickle
penis?
They're pretty good though.
pickle nuts.
Oh, Stevie, tell me about that keto strawberry ice cream.
Oh, I could go get one.
Yes.
It's a, let's see if I can find it.
Peanut butter, pickle, and banana. I would try it. I once ate one of those Elvis sandwich with the peanut butter and bacon. I think it had banana. There was a few other things, but that was pretty good.
Strange combos, man.
It's whatever Elvis ate. What was his sandwich? Elvis sandwich.
He was kind of a weird guy.
All right.
Peanut butter,
Mac,
bacon.
it's nothing. It's really nothing fancy, but this is what they are.
No, I've been craving ice cream, so. Ooh, Briars, okay. Carb smart. And you said they're good.
They're actually good. Yeah. I tend to avoid that because it doesn't really scratch the itch for me. It just makes me want the real thing even more.
Yeah. Are those chalky or are they creamy?
I was just gonna say a lot of times they're chalky.
Yes.
Not so much. Not so much. You're gonna get a little bit of that, but not. That's why I like them, because they're not like all the other ones.
That's not a racial matter. That's an economical matter.
This is true.
One day we talked about our poor foods. I think you said yours was, what was yours? I forgot yours actually. Was it bologna? Oh, somebody else.
Hamburger helper, but really just the helper.
Yes, that's what it was.
We had a lot of just the helper.
Mine was the mac and cheese and hot dogs. Those two were always cheap, but I still like it. I saw a video yesterday actually where someone made hamburger helper, but the beef was replaced with hot dogs. And at first I was like, nah. But then I realized the hamburger helper they used was that chili mac and cheese one.
Okay, I was trying to think of a flavor profile where that would work.
Yes. I was like,
Because although I have not had it in a long time, the stroganoff helper is actually pretty damn good.
that one is good. I grew up on a lot of hamburger helper as well. My favorite one though got discontinued a few years ago.
You
It
like
was
that
called
one?
Rice Oriental.
Yeah. See, what is that one, Marty?
I want to try a kick stop. Government cheese and tuna casserole. And did you add peas to it?
Yes, there was. That's so. My neighbors used to make something they called tuna tetrazzini. That was like spaghetti noodle. It was like a tuna casserole, but with spaghetti, and they would put peas in it. And I hated it so much, but they would bring it over for my mom and us, be like trying to do like the good neighbor thing. And I'm like, don't you guys got anything better for us to eat? I hated it so much.
I do like that sometimes you have that poor food and you do try to give it a fancy name. This is tuna and noodles. Or it's fish tetrazzini.
Tuna tetrazzini.
Dude, hold on. Was the tetrazzini like elbows with tuna and mayo and like peas and stuff like that?
Pretty much, but it was spaghetti noodles.
Okay, dude. That was like a thing in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. I think if you replace the noodle, replace the type of noodle, and it becomes a whole new dish. Because if you put like, I think like elbow macaroni style, it almost becomes like a goulash.
Okay.
You know, sometimes depending on, you know, it can be called a goulash also.
Yeah,
But-
man. I remember once I heard you say tetrazzini, I was like, holy shit. I remember eating that in like the 80s. Oh my god.
Tuna noodle casserole. Yeah, it's basically what that is. Whoa.
Yeah.
Because they used to.
Warm tuna.
Oh yeah. No, warm tuna.
Right, Marty? Like we knew like they were trying, my mom would be like, they're just trying to be nice. I'm like, yeah, but this again, now this was the woman that I've also we would whenever she would get paid like once a month or something, we would go to Skipper's and get the all you can eat fish and chips, and mom would bring plastic baggies and like fill her purse with like fish and french fries from Skipper's, like wrapped up in napkins, and we would eat warmed up in the microwave because we were too stupid to do it in the oven, at least, but microwaved, reheated, deep fried fish. Not the greatest.
Rubbery. Ugh.
But dude, in college I did something similar. Like me and my buddies used to go to Wendy's at the dollar menu. They had a burger with bacon on it. Get like 10 of those, eat a couple, throw the rest in the freezer, reheat them in the microwave. You had burgers on demand, man. And it was only $1. You know, you could get at least like 3-4 meals out of that, you know?
I just ended up eating all 10 burgers.
Well, you had to like try not to if you were broke. That's the thing.
I'm fat.
But then I've also said, despite us being poor, my mom's boyfriend would go away to Alaska to fish, and he would take his pay in crab and in halibut. So although we would be dirt poor, we would sometimes, like, our dinner would be crab legs and halibut, you know, so on the flip side. That would be like from a month out of the year we would eat like that.
That's awesome.
I like that, like 20 minutes ago, Neil was like, good night, guys.
Yeah.
Then he came back and say, tuna, never again. Part 10, the mustard conspiracy. It's going to keep him up now, thinking of all these names. Neil's had some good ones, though.
He has had some good ones. Oh, boy.
Oh,
It's true, though, man. It's true. Yeah, my kid's not known what it's like to literally, like, you don't. Zoe's always been a fussy eater, right? Picky eater. Like, we just didn't have that luxury, man. It was, this is what we were having.
Yeah.
If you complained about it, all right, you can definitely go grab the heels of the bread loaf, have a glass of water, and go eat it in your room.
Yeah. Or you just don't eat.
Or you just don't eat.
Yeah.
There's no alternate. There's no, fine, I'll make you some chicken nuggets. You know? There was none of that.
No, fuck no. Dude, when you got a parent that works all the time and comes home and is dead, exhausted, tired, and then they've gone and made dinner for you, making a second one is not an option. Like, not at all.
what did you get for free, Zach? And
Yeah.
I've never said friggin'. But now you can't say that.
Oh, nice, Zach.
Good.
They're rare. That's one that actually makes you feel good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got one over the government. You got it for breakfast, lunch, or until you ate it.
There you go.
Yep. Sometimes we would have that big old stew pot, and when that thing came out, you knew that's what you were having for like the next 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing. Like, I was a little bit of a picky eater, and most of the time it was, okay, all right, then you're just not having dinner then, you know? Like, and that would be exactly what would happen. My parents would eat, clear the table, and I'd sneak off and I'd grab some, like, pita bread and some cheese, and then that would be my dinner, you know? Like, yeah, you don't get the choice.
You grew up on a lot of Greek food, didn't you?
Well, like pita bread and cheese are like a standard staple in my house 24/7.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? We would have pita bread too, though, because pita bread was always kind of economical. And the Fran's bakery outlet that we would go to, where you got like the day old and stale stuff, always had pita bread.
Yeah.
So I think we actually had a lot of pita bread.
Pita bread's great, man, because it doesn't take up a lot of physical space. You can buy like several bags of it and throw the ones you're not going to eat in the freezer, and they keep. You know?
You could slice them open,
Yeah.
make a little pita pocket.
Yeah.
Or toast it with some nice garlic butter.
Dude, I do it even more like dead simple. I just take a fucking pita bread loaf, put a couple of like slices of cheese on it, microwave it, roll it up, little mini cheese burrito, great for like a quick meal, you know?
Pocket razors. What up, brother?
Yeah, how you doing, pocket razors?
Hey.
Sharif, when you were a kid and drank too much soda at night, did you pita bread?
That Kyle came up with that one?
I was gonna say that sounded more like a Mimo joke,
I mean,
you know?
yeah. Look at
Mimo.
Kyle's range.
You listen
Wow.
to this Mimo. You
Yeah.
got competition now.
Wow. Look at that's some range there, brother. That's some range.
I hope he was giggling when he was like finishing that sentence.
Oh, you know he's giggling, sitting back like this, basking in his glory.
He's gonna be like, yeah, whatever. It wasn't that funny.
Kyle's like, ha, Kyle did it again.
Nope, there it is. That's the appropriate.
Yeah. He has this little whiteboard full of it just says zingers, and he has tally marks. Got him.
And then he erases it. Still remember it.
Oh,
How you doing, pocket razors?
Yeah, man. Good to see you stop by.
Will you be going to Blade Show West, the best Blade Show?
I love how Maddie completely skips over Atlanta, which is, you know, like about a month away, and asks if somebody's going to be attending something in October.
I see nothing wrong with that.
Just Maddie things.
You have a table at Blade Show West, Sharif?
What's up?
Are you gonna have a table at Blade Show West?
I haven't asked them about it because I'm kind of assuming they'll still have them. But I'm debating, man. You know, it's not a big show, but at the same time, it's just good experience. So I don't know, man. I'm kind of on
Are you basing it on how you do in Atlanta?
a little bit. I want to see how Atlanta goes, you know. But at the same time, like, it's a long enough time, June to October, you know.
But
Yeah.
hey, Maddie, did you see the private chat?
I
No.
did, Stevie.
Yes.
Scotty, I'm not driving though. I'm flying, bro. Heck yeah, pocket razors. Dope.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gotten kind of chilly. Speaking of
Kyle,
chilly,
Kyle, here's some fuel for your fire. Katie took Isaiah to the eye doctor today, and he has a rare eye condition. He lacks so much pigment that apparently they can like see through the back of his eyes.
whoa,
He really is a transparent child.
he really is the pale one.
What was it called though? It's called blonde. Blonde.
Does it end in itis?
Blonditis. Blonde fundus.
What?
It's a lightly pigmented retina, often seen in people with lighter skin tones and hair colors. It's pretty rare, but they have a lower density of retinal pigment epithelium, melanin, which is what gives you color, and pigmentation.
My son is so white. How white is he?
He really is. He's so white. He has a rare thing that makes his eyes.
Is this a bad thing though?
No, it's just he really is translucent. He's gonna be milky. A Q-tip.
Oh man. Crispy.
Him's white.
Him's white. Pale little-
Outer. Crispy. When Katie told me all that, Kyle immediately came to mind.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Arctic camo.
Oh my god. Is he
He
ever,
put a picture to demonstrate. Thank you.
if Izzy ever joins the military, that's going to be his code name. Izzy Arctic Camo H.
Oh man. But yeah, that's how clear he is.
Oh,
man. We'll catch him in the ice caves. He'll be our Carl Recon.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I know. Of all the places for the most
hey man, white reflects heat. There are worse places for him to be.
yeah, he's so white that the sun just it bounces off of him.
I just thought of a funny burn, but is he so white the sun dims because of his reflection?
Oh, is he?
Demon Hawk, that's a cool picture. You had a sweet mohawk.
Is Demon still awake?
He just sent a picture.
Oh, nice.
Can I share it to Demonoc?
Sure, if you want to.
Well, if it was his art, he said I could share his art whenever. But this is a picture of him. He's so white the sun feels bad for him and avoids him totally. Let's see. Maybe he finally went to bed.
Yeah, what was that Polish joke about during the race to the moon? Which country was going to get there first? Poland came out and said, "We're going to be the first ones to land on the sun." But as you get close, you're just going to burn up. They're like, "No, we're going at night."
He will be the last thing you see. You'll wonder, is that an angel? No. It's Izzy. He's so white that his cultural culinary background is bland and lacks refinement.
Hold on. Izzy belongs north of the wall. Maddie, you might not even get that one.
That's Game of Thrones. I get it.
Yeah, he's a White Walker. Oh, man.
He eats mission tortillas.
Oh, north of the wall.
Taco night.
Oh my god.
That cold insult sounds like it's from the mid 1800s.
And also burns a little bit more.
It does. Your cultural culinary background is bland and lacks refinement. It's pistols at dawn.
See, this is how you know we're all friends, is we can sit around and bang on Maddie's son. It's all in good nature.
4-year-old child's going down. Burrito shells.
Hey, there's Ghost Keeper.
Ghost Keeper!
Of no relation to Trapper, we learned last night. Ghost Keeper stopped by
Marty.
live from the Honey Bucket.
Oh, nice.
Is
Ghost Keeper, it can handle 17, and it is very slicey, but it depends on the steel. It depends on the steel. If you're using Said, I'd keep it at 20. It dulls pretty quickly at a 17 degree.
I have the titanium one. What steel was that?
I think those were M390.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's Said?
Yeah. I'd say keep it at 20 then. Unless
I do like
says different.
the Veloce and S90V's nice.
I'm sure Kyle's typing his answer. This is a sharpening question.
Yeah. I mean, I have one in OS 8 with a 17 degree per side edge, and it slices amazingly, but it just, you gotta hit the ceramic rod a lot more frequently.
I think by 2028, Stevie will have to replace his headlights, so he's going to have a whole new truck.
Oh.
Kyle, do you know a sharpener?
I mean, I think he does.
Who?
I don't know. He got him in his contacts or something.
Good night, Marty.
Oh, thanks for hanging out, Marty.
You should come to Blade Show West, Marty. The best one.
Drugs fuck Stevie.
He's pale. Oh, is he?
You know, I think Blade West is actually where I got to know Marty the most. The first year I went to Blade West.
Katie could probably do some brake work. That's one thing I never wanted to teach myself about cars, because I was always worried if I messed something up with brakes, that's lives in your hand. So I was always scared to learn brakes, so I never did. But I can work on motors.
They're surprisingly easy, actually.
That's what I heard, and I've seen them done. I personally don't do it.
I've done brakes a bunch of times, full suspension a bunch of times.
I've done suspension.
Yeah. It's
Again,
not-
to a lift.
What about the camshaft?
Haven't had to mess with the camshaft in a long time.
yeah.
But really, you just take the top of the motor off and it's there.
I've only done the basic stuff, alternators, and I've never gotten into brakes. Never did brakes. I guess I've assisted with brakes, but
I did blinker fluid once. Wait till you have to change out your muffler bearings.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a full day job.
Yeah. And then if your hydraulic flange goes out, that's it. You might as well have to have replaced your headlights because you're getting a new car.
Yeah, man. Don't go down that road.
17 degrees on 20 CVs. Yeah, that's a laser beam.
Yeah.
I try to keep those kind of degrees on thin knives. I forgot how thick the Asher was. I don't think it's very thick, though. I think that's a thin one.
See, I have the reverse philosophy. I tend to go taller on my thicker knives to get like a smoother transition, you know? Whereas the thin knives already have the slicey geometry, you know?
Yeah. Make them more slicey, like a scalpel.
Yeah.
crankshaft kind of guy.
I figured a thicker knife is more for chopping stuff, so you'd want not as slicey. That way you keep that edge. And the thinner knives, you'd want super slicey because it's made for slicing. That's how I always looked at it.
Yeah, fair.
But I often do things backwards, so I don't know.
I don't think there's a right way in this case.
What else do you do backwards? I'm the backwards man.
I was just gonna say that. I'm a backwards man. I'm a backwards man. Wearing that suit backwards.
Freddy Got Fingered is such a ridiculous movie.
It was. Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?
He fingered just the premise of the movie. The title is not misleading. It's literal.
How would you do it, Kyle? Would you go thinner on a thicker blade or thick on a thin blade?
What do you mean by you people?
Yeah. Welcome back, Chef. Because 17 is 1 degree less, which is, I don't know. I don't know where I was even going with that.
My lights have gone out, but Look at that, Kyle. You know what's in there. The Spyderco Sharp Maker.
Chef, we were talking about earlier.
These are
When
20
you're
degrees.
younger-
or 50 degrees.
And you have to have poor food, like a hamburger helper without the hamburger. What's your poor food? Mine was hot dogs and mac and cheese. Sharif's was beef Wellington with a side of roasted potatoes and broccolini perfectly seared and
No, it was lamb.
with a little lemon drizzle.
It was lamb chops with
Mint
mint
sauce.
sauce.
Yeah.
And
No, you guys nailed it.
But he had to go get it himself. Jenkins was off that day.
Lazy bastard.
Yes.
Mom would also do. We never put hot dogs in as filler, but she would do chili macaroni and cheese, where she would just toss in a can of Hornell's.
Yep. That was good as fuck, though. Elbows with chili, it kind of slaps.
Yeah.
God, or the canned corned beef hash. We had a lot of that.
Oh, yeah. Love that. Still do.
A lot of SOS. I think that's one of the where I really started to develop my dislike for pickles. Was SOS. You guys know SOS?
Oh yeah. Crap on a shingle.
Yeah. And that, like, they would grate pickle into that.
You know what? We would buy these bags of when they slice bacon, you get those strips, but they had the ends. They would bag
Yeah,
those up and it'd be way cheap. And I actually preferred those better. You can get them real crispy and stuff.
I think it does though, Kyle. I think that's actually a fairly common version of it.
I've actually never heard of it with pickles.
Let me see.
It's
Is my
usually
parent weirdos.
chipped beef with a white gravy. Mom's making macaroni. She's not making macaroni. Ooh, I like Spam though. I do like the Spam.
Yeah. Some nice fried
See,
spam.
But we wouldn't even get Spam. We would get like the pork product meat.
Yeah.
It wasn't even Spam. It was like pork product. Ham loaf. The
Something.
ham loaf.
Soupy.
Yeah,
Basically.
basically.
Why you can, like here, you go to the gas station to get hot dogs. There, you go to the gas station get like that.
Yep.
We'd eat those on the way to school or on the way home. But I always peeled the seaweed off. I could never get used to that taste.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't get past the taste of seaweed.
I can eat seaweed like potato chips, man.
I can too, actually.
Yeah.
Not me.
Ooh, mortadella is good. We would get that every once in a while. It's like a bologna with like pistachios. And
Yeah, it's a little different than bologna. It's got more fat in it. That's
Right.
been a staple in my household my whole life as well.
I've never heard of video. By the way, if you guys aren't, sub to Chef down there. He has a cool channel. He lives close to me.
Oh shit, Scrapple. Dude.
Scrapple for sure. That was every once in a while. Or Thuringer.
Scrapple's not a thing here, so I didn't hear about what that was. And hello, Brown Sugar.
I haven't heard the word Scrapple in fucking forever. Jeez.
Marif Shinganas.
Man, that Marif got that from me.
So when I lived in Colorado, they had a thing called Scrapple. And for a long time, I thought, like they say Scrapple here, but Scrapple there was like funnel cake dough that you just kind of like zigzag all over and then fry it. And then you put powdered sugar on it.
Yeah.
And they called that Scrapple. I don't even taste like grapes. I'm going to look up video then. Video?
I think it killed the radio star. All right, guys. I think I'm going to have to start calling a countdown here.
All right. Cut spaghetti. Okay. And then it's a Mexican noodle soup. That looks good, though. I would try that.
Also, you know what I think we would have a lot of?
Mayo.
Like
Okay.
We would get like a head of lettuce, and we'd have to eat like a lettuce salad with what's like the orange tangy dressing?
Oh, I hate that one.
French dressing?
French or Catalinas, I think.
Catalinas. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That was something it seems like we always had to eat too.
Living on up. Good night. I don't like Catalinas.
No. I remember lettuce salads.
Mm.
I used to eat a lot of rice. But there's a lot of stuff in Middle Eastern food you can make on the cheap, like lentil soup. Lentil soup is just more like labor than cost, you know? And you can make enough with that, you can have it for like weeks. So we used to do a lot of stuff like that when I was growing up.
Hard boiled. Oh.
Mediterranean itself, the stuff they cook is pretty cheap anyway.
Yeah.
How they cook it though is delicious. Greek food's my favorite food, or Mediterranean food.
Yeah. It's more process intensive than cost. Kind of nice.
You know, we also ate, like, when the same guy that my mom dated that would get the fish, his parents had property in Montana, and they would bring back like a lot of elk. And so we did eat a lot of elk, and it's just because I guess we were fortunate that we had, I guess, people that would give us food, you know? So like to say like I ate a lot of elk, we were poor, but I ate a lot of elk and I ate a lot of crab and stuff. So it's kind of weird to think almost reverse, you know, actually getting to eat some decent stuff.
Yeah.
Scott, I've eaten ham hocks and pickled eggs, never feet. And then, yeah, the late man, when he ate the poop.
Yeah, pig's feet is something that I've always, and all of my folks have always drawn the line on. Like, pig's feet was something that you give to the dog.
But you don't like hummus? What?
Hummus.
Oh, man.
Hummus is good.
It is good.
Yeah. You know, we actually would have falafel because dried garbanzo beans were super cheap.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
they would. I remember my mom and my mom's friend that later on in life we knew was more than just a friend, but she would grind.
It's not.
Would grind the garbanzo beans, and we would have falafel.
Very nice. Yeah, it's
He's little soup, yum.
like I said, it's cheap food but process intensive. You know,
Yeah.
like one of my favorite things to have for breakfast on the weekend is something called fool, and it's basically just like a type of bean. It's kind of like a cousin to the navy bean or whatever, you know. And yeah, what you do is you just take it, you dump the contents into a pot, you boil it, spice it with a little bit of cumin, red pepper, and there's a third one I'm forgetting. And then once you get it, pour it into a bowl, mash the beans into like almost like a paste, and then scoop it up with pita bread to eat it with your hand, and that's it, you know. And
Yeah.
it costs like not even $1, and that can will feed 2 people. So yeah, dude.
Love, fuck me.
Kev does the hamburger stuff, right? That's on the
Yeah.
skewers.
Yeah,
It's good.
it's funny. Like Arabic is like funny like that because there's kefta,
Burrito.
you know, kafiti, and then like Egyptian it says kufta.
Kufta.
It's all the same, but like just different letters.
Isaiah calls it kafadi. Stevie looks like he's about to fall asleep. Let's end this bad boy.
Yeah.
No,
Good night,
I'm
Paul.
good about all I can do. It seems like it's always me that fades first.
I was yawning earlier.
Much love, everybody. Giant warmer donor.
Donier.
Go to all the lives that are tomorrow and all the other days. Check out Knife Tube's schedule
Yes. Scott's
put
knife.
on by the great Scotty N. My knife. Teener, Cheeto, Todd,
Who took the
Coyle,
donut, Tommy?
Zachary, YouTube Music Portal,
The Turkish.
Ouchie.
Everyone, good night. CKO tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
Nice. ZKL. Okay.
Aurelia drop on Sunday if you sign up for the newsletter.
That's
So-
right.
Don't expect it to get shipped, though.
Get your Aurelia before Maddie. Sign up for the newsletter. And
They
get
will,
her
too.
the drop.
Drop will happen. They'll order it. They'll be showing off their new ones. And you'll still be giggling.
The number one Hooba Sting fan.
Hashtag number one Stang fan. Hashtag no dibs for Marty.
Kyle.
God.
Kyle wins SaidFaction tonight, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Good
Tonight,
night,
Kyle.
Kirk. He did.
Alrighty. And I'll
Good
catch up
night,
with you in the morning, Kyle. I'm going to bed now, but I'll catch up with you. Good looking out on the McKenna.
Patina at the last. I got to.
He's a glizzy gobbler that's Mattisfaction, gobbling them glizzies to his satisfaction.